June 12, 2025 at 1:38 p.m. Air India Flight 71 took off from runway 23 at Ahmedabad International Airport. The plane had just reached an altitude of 625 feet when ATC received a Mayday distress call. Right after that, the aircraft suddenly disappeared from radar. Seconds later, a loud explosion was heard in the city, and thick black smoke clouds were seen rising. Air India's Boeing 787 Dreamliner, which was heading to London with 242 passengers, crashed straight into a medical college hostel where students were having lunch, completely unaware. According to reports, 294 people are confirmed dead in the crash, including students on the ground. One more thing that made the disaster worse was the plane's full fuel tank. Since the flight was headed to London, a distance of over 6,700 kilometers, an estimated 80,000 liters of jet fuel had been filled. When the aircraft collided with the hostel, that fuel turned the entire building into a ball of fire. Even the fire brigade struggled to control the blaze, because the intense flames caused by the fuel resulted in burning metal, fragments falling everywhere. This flight, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, was flying from Ahmedabad to London, carrying 230 passengers and 12 crew members. 169 passengers were from India, 53 were British nationals, 7 were from Portugal, 1 from Canada, and there were also 11 children and 2 infants on board. In command were Captain Sumit Sabharwal and First Officer Clive Kunder, both experienced pilots. Amazingly, one person survived this massive crash. He was sitting in seat 11A near the emergency exit. His name, Ramesh Vishwas Kumar. He told the media that a huge explosion occurred, and within seconds, bodies were scattered everywhere. Out of fear, he ran, and someone put him in an ambulance. But his brother Ajay, who was traveling with him, is still missing. The aircraft was 11 years old, and this model has a fairly good reputation in the aviation world. According to meteorological reports, the weather was completely clear at the time. No storm, rain, or low visibility. So the question arises, why did the plane crash? Was it engine failure? Did the fuel tank explode? Was it a technical malfunction? Some reports suggest the plane did not gain altitude quickly after takeoff. Experts say the engines may not have delivered full power, which could have prevented the plane from achieving necessary lift. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner is generally considered a safe aircraft, but there have been past reports of technical issues with this model, such as battery faults and software bugs. It is still unclear whether this crash is linked to those issues. Currently, the most important thing is the black box. It will reveal the position of the flaps before the crash, the engine status, and if anything else went wrong, what conversations the pilots had in the cockpit. Meanwhile, families of the victims are submitting DNA samples to help identify their loved ones.